What's up everybody, this is Jack from Crypto49er, bringing you on my journey into cryptocurrency. So, today I'm going to talk to you about 5 ICOs I'm interested in. Let's get right into it. The first one is Genie. Genie, the ICO is already started. And what is Genie about? So, Genie is a lending platform. No, it's not the one that pays you 1% interest every single day. This lending platform is strictly for small businesses. So this is how Genie works. So basically, anyone that wants to apply as a borrower they would have to put up an upfront fee of $2,000. Once they put up the $2,000, they'll have to go through a whole bunch of checks that Genie will put them through, and then after that, they'll get listed on Genie, and then that's where the lenders come in. The lenders can get up to 14% in returns, that they say here. And you can see these are the investment offerings that have actually been completed already on Genie, even before the blockchain happened. There's a lot of different small companies that requested anywhere from $100,000 loan to $50,000 loan, and you can see the effective interest rates. It's more kind of like along the lines of credit card interest rates, about 16% to 25%, some a little bit higher, so it depends. So you see some of them are 16%, 12%. I saw this one's the highest one's around 32% for 1 year. So I definitely see a investment opportunity with Genie. And my understanding of Genie is, as an investor of the blockchain, you'll be able to invest in these small businesses by using your Genie token. And unlike lending platforms where they can just fold up shops and stuff, Genie has something called a Genie Shield, which will protect the investors in case the borrowers have problem repaying. What it is the Genie Shield will actually pay out the outstanding payments that the borrowers haven't paid back. So it's not complete full return. I believe it's like you will lose a little bit, but at least you get at least 80 to 90% of your investment back, which is very important compared to a lot of people that were scammed by BitConnect and got like 10% back. Anyway, on to the next one. Number 4 is PollySwarm. PollySwarm is a antivirus software basically built on a blockchain. It's not just one software per se, because as PollySwarm described it, what's happening right now is you can have one virus scanner on your computer and it protects you from, like, let's say 60-70% of the viruses out there, viruses and malware out there, but it doesn't protect you from the other 30%. Now you can install another software that will protect you another 60% because they have some overlap. So now having those two software installed on your computer, now you have like 80-85% protection on your computer. Problem is, a lot of times these two scanners, these two virus and malware scanners will actually fight each other. They will actually say, oh, the files installed on that other scanner is actually a virus or a malware, and you will end up having to uninstall one of the other software because just the two software don't even play well together. So what PollySwarm does is, instead of making you choose which software to install or which software to delete if you have both already, you can have this PollySwarm install on your system. And what it is they have a existing malware scanner that would detect like 70-80% of what's existing, the ones that you need protection from. But there will always be like a certain percentage that they can't determine if it's a virus, if it's a malware right away. And at that point, what they do is they'll put that particular file through their PollySwarm ecosystem. And then what it is they will have multiple security experts that will build malware detection engines to actually test those files. And if those security experts find a particular malware, then they get paid through the bounty. But if they don't, they won't get paid. But point being is, by having these security experts, think of them as like the additional virus scanners or malware scanners in your system. So now instead of having one scanner, now you have multiple by having PollySwarm employing these security experts, which really are just additional malware scanners. I really like this project and I'm looking forward to its ICO. I believe it's actually going to ICO in a few days, in 7 days, February 6th. Alright, number 3. Number 3 is Insights Network. Insights Network is a blockchain-based data exchange. What the heck does that mean? According to the white paper so they describe the problem as data brokers. Basically, a lot of these data broker companies, they hold a lot of different data. And the one company they described in the United States is called Axiom. And they hold 1,500 pieces of information of over 200 million Americans. So So there's a lot of information that this company holds. And what it is they generate a lot of revenue too from these information that they hold, because a lot of different retailers, insurance companies, all these different companies need this information, and then they will actually request it from a company like Axiom. What Insights Network is trying to do is they are going to let us, the user, be able to sell our own information out that way, because we shouldn't be letting companies like Axiom take advantage of our information. That's number one. And number two, the way to describe it is there's something called a GPDR, which is General Data Protection Regulation. And that's coming into play in Europe, in the EU, in May 25th, 2018. That's like 4 months away. And what the GPDR does is it requires companies to secure users' privacy better and to make sure that they don't give out your information to anyone they want, and make sure that your information, if you live in the EU anyway, your information shouldn't be traveling outside the EU without your knowledge. So the Insights Network is actually coming to play in the perfect time, because they are going to get the advantage of the GDPR happening in a few months, and the Insights Network is actually giving users a way to control their own data. This is something that works perfectly hand in hand together. That's going to be really interesting to see in a few months. Number two is Bankera. Bankera already, the ICOs went live already, and they say it's banking for the blockchain era. So what does that mean? So Bankera is basically, as you see here, there's the banking card along with the app. So it's just basically another blockchain project that lets you use your cryptos, right? No, it's not that. That's just the beginning. Because what it is that they do have the infrastructure in place to do those things. But the most important part after the ICO is they're going to actually build out a bank. It says banking capability. So they're actually building out a bank so that they can actually offer loans and deposit services. So that's something that a lot of these companies like Central, they just haven't really taken it past that step. They're like, okay, we built out a card now so you can use your cryptos, to buy stuff. And then what? What happens? Nothing. Because they haven't thought of the next step. Bankera is thinking much further down the chain. So they're thinking of actually building a physical bank. They're building a bank that they actually will be able to offer loans and deposit services, and in 2019, late 2019, they are offering investment services as well. How does that help the people that are investing in Bankera? So if you buy into ICO right now, this is what you're gonna get. 20% of the net transaction revenues is paid weekly to BNK token holders. It's kind of like KuCoins or the Bridge coin, where you're actually gonna get paid from the transactions. That in itself makes it worthwhile to hold a token. Alright, number one. The number one ICO that I'm interested in is Remy. What the heck is Remy? So there are so many blockchain projects that are just about banking and transferring information. Remy is completely different from almost everything I've seen so far. Remy, what they're doing is, if they are successful, you will no longer have to remember a password ever again. So that is why I'm so excited about it, because we have so many passwords these days that we have to remember. It's crazy. And what Remy is going to do is they're going to issue a SSL certificate to every single device that you have. Then those SSL certificates will verify that's who you are, and they'll be able to log in just by pressing a button like they show here. So on your smartphone, you can just say want to log in, tap, and you log in to the whatever site that you're logging into. It's just that simple. If you haven't heard of SSL certificates, SSL certificate is actually what's currently used in websites right now. So every website that has HTTPS has a SSL certificate. So if I click on this little lock icon here, it tells you this page was loaded securely over HTTPS, and you can view the certificate. So if I click on the view certificate, I can see who issued the certificate, when does it expire, so on and so forth. So given my IT background, I actually have worked with this stuff before. I actually have known how much it costs to buy an SSL certificate for a particular site. It's not cheap. This is something that Remy is going to change the whole entire dynamics of that particular sector, because these are the SSL certificate authority available for you to buy from. So all these companies, Komodo, some of them you might have heard of, some of them you might not, like GoDaddy you might have heard of, and Network Solutions or Symantec, a lot of people heard of. So a lot of these companies, they're gonna get blown away if Remy is successful, because Remy is gonna make things so much cheaper than any of these companies are charging, because these companies charge $2,000-$3,000 per certificate, okay? The thing is, their certificate is a centralized certificate. They have to have these servers set up to maintain the validity of the certificate. So with Remy, they're going to store all that in the blockchain. It is game changing. That is the simplest way I can describe it. And this is Remy. It's gonna have 1 billion tokens. They're only looking for $20 million because they don't really need that much money. If I can participate in this ICOs, I definitely will. This is how excited I am about Remy. But you guys should definitely check it out. I have links to the white paper and to all these other projects I described as well. So anyway guys, that's my video for today. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. Like and subscribe. If it isn't crypto, it isn't worth mining. It isn't worth speculating. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.